Come down, here you all. It's alive from Johnson Hall, downtown Gardner on Water Street, where musicians all from Maine gather here to entertain. The audience is welcomed in. Cameras rolling, let's begin. March and April, Friday night, share our musical delight. You might find your face on TV too. Call 582-7144. Pick up your tickets at the door. Johnson Hall Performing Arts Center. All you have to do is enter. Welcome to Alive from Johnson Hall. Yeah, good job, everybody. Thanks. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We've got a really special show for you tonight on Alive from Johnson Hall. We've got two of my favorite groups. First of all, in the evening will be John Perrault, who's a fabulous singer-songwriter, writes some beautiful songs, has a great voice, a great classic, country folk voice. I won't tell you about it. I'll let him sing for you. He's going to be joined by my friends Mike Rogers and Bev Rogers. Mike plays harmonica. Bev has a beautiful voice and sings harmony. I think you're really going to enjoy what they're going to provide for you. And after them, we're going to have a lovely trio of Trillium, who, just like the rare and beautiful flower, will do some beautiful, beautiful harmony. You'll be so impressed. I just can't tell you. So I'm very excited that you've all come down for the show tonight. I want to tell you a little bit about something that we're doing down here at Johnson Hall. Johnson Hall is working with the theater at Monmouth, and we're joining forces to plan how to compile the best, most thorough cultural resource inventory for our region. The idea is for cultural enrichment and marketing, for getting all artists together. This is for visual artists, performing artists, dancers, musicians, writers, painters. If you knit, if you crochet, any kind of arts, we're trying to gather an inventory of people in the Kennebec Valley area so that we can promote the arts of our area. We have so many fantastic artists. And that's what this is about. If you call 582-7144, that's the Johnson Hall number, Sarah would be glad to tell you all about the program we're trying to do. It doesn't take a lot of commitment. Mostly we're looking for names and addresses and just a little information about you artists. So if you're an artist at home, please call 582-7144 and find out about KVAAC, Kennebec Valley Allied Arts Consortium. Tonight's show is being brought to you by Air European Auto Sales and Restoration. Without their help, we'd all be broke. So we're very thankful that they have supported Johnson Hall. Now, I have one real special thing I want to do before we get to one other announcement, and that is I've been asked by the Adelphia crew to do a little special song, and I want you guys to sing along with me. And the only word of this song that you don't already know is Cal. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cal. Happy birthday to you. That's Cal over there on this. And we're bringing him a little cake, too. Isn't that great? All right. I think that's wonderful. Well, it just goes to show the dedication of the Adelphia team and how they even work on their birthdays. So, Cal, thanks very much for joining us tonight. Don't get cake all over the camera, if you would mind. I'd also like to right now invite two of my friends. I'd like to invite Phyllis Gardner and Chuck Aucoin to join me on stage and read you a little bit about Johnson Hall. Pick whichever microphones you want. Phyllis and Chuck are both on the board of Johnson Hall, and I'm very happy to work with them. Can you get to it?
Yeah, I think
all right, Chuck, I think you start.
Is this on?
It's on.
Oh, good. Johnson Hall Performing Arts Center was built in 1864 on Water Street here in downtown Gardner. We are dedicated to offering affordable arts experiences and to showcasing the fine talent Maine has to offer the world. Johnson Hall productions include
a fall teen musical with open auditions for teens from all area high schools.
Summer Shenanigans Art Camp in July for elementary and middle school students.
TESS, or Teen Elementary School Shows, which gives teens the opportunity to develop their leadership skills while directing elementary school creative dramatics programs.
Artist residencies, which bring Maine artists into the classroom to promote invocative and integrated learning.
That's innovative and integrated learning.
Innovative. The lights, the pressure.
Classes and creative development workshops for all ages.
And of course, the Alive from Johnson Hall concert series, which features the best of Maine musicians before a live audience, filmed by Adelphia Network 9 television.
Johnson Hall is a nonprofit arts organization. Great programming like ours is not cheap. We appreciate donations, business sponsorships, in-kind services, and we welcome volunteers.
Call 582-7144 to find out what you can do to become a member of the growing community of Johnson Hall. Thank you.
Thank you, Phyllis. Thank you, Chuck. So as you see down here, even the audience gets involved. You should be here now instead of sitting in front of your TV. Ha ha ha, Friday nights. Hope we'll see you. Well, in honor of the beautiful music that we've got coming tonight, I thought I'd do a song about home. Folk music always seems to be come from a place like that, a place of the heart. And so I wanted to sing a song for you that I wrote, gosh, about 25 years ago. A little song called Home to You. This is for any of you folks who might be returning to home anytime soon or thinking about it. I'm coming home to you, though I may seem far away. I'm coming home to you every day. Well, I've been traveling in circles, but I finally reached an end, and I'm coming home to you once again. Once again I see, once again I feel, and once again I know the truth I should be trailing to. And once again I see the future with all the trust I have in God, and the truth I'm surely coming to is you. And I'm coming home to you, though I may seem far away. I'm coming home to you every day. Well, I've been seen with such a big frown, but I finally found a smile, and I'm coming home to you for a while. For a while I tried deceiving you, for a while I failed believing you, for a while I lost the star I used to wish upon. And for a while I thought I'd never in my life see you again, but I think I'm gonna be home from now on. And I'm coming home to you, though I may seem far away. I'm coming closer to every day. Well, I thought I'd lost a good friend, but I found one in return, and I'm coming home. Let a candle in the window burn. Oh, it may take until tomorrow, or a year, or 2 or 3, but I'm coming home to you finally. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Well, now I'd like to introduce some very dear friends of mine. A fellow named John Perrault, who the first time I heard his music, I fell in love with it and had to play his CD over and over and over again, and finally had the opportunity to hear him live and was even more enthralled. And Mike introduced me to his 2 friends, Bev and Mike Rogers, who have become dear friends. And I'd like to introduce those folks and get them out here on stage so they can show you what they have to offer. Thanks very much for joining us. Let's have a big hand for John Perrault, Mike and Bev Rogers.
Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. And it's really nice to be here in Tilbury Town. We don't get a chance to come up here too often. We saw the icebreaker down the street this afternoon, and that was exciting. We have ships that come into Kittery that break hearts, but this is a song about a street singer in Portland I used to see when my mom would bring me down to the dentist, and he had a D28 and an old hound dog that sat right there beside him. I had never seen a street singer before. I call it Lucky Jim. Well, down the street around the corner stands a rumpled little man, all painted on his glasses with a guitar in his hand, and a cup tacked to his shoulder strap, a mouth harp at his chin. He's a one-man band on a two-way street, and they call him Lucky Jim. His old wolfhound stands beside him like a doorman at the Ritz. Gold braid for a collar, you know it makes a dog feel rich. Blue eye for the passers-by and a black eye for the trail. And he winds real sharp when he hears the harp until Jim steps on his tail. Our Lucky Jim, what a sight to see. Yodel you a tune to help you get to where you want to be. You know it's true. Gets your smile and then it picks you up, dropping a quarter in the old tin cup. Lucky Jim, he's guaranteed to please Wolf Run. He sings a song about the big rail boxcars that the hobos used to climb. He sings a song about a wreck on the Boston and Maine, and then he walked away from blind. And he's lost to the rhythm of the clicking rails, just a sad man riding a train. But you should hear him laugh when he hears somebody asking him for change. Now, this kid comes up to Lucky Jim and he says, "Hey man, can you play Dylan?" Jim says, "Shucks." He tells the dog to hush. He says, "Kid, are you kidding? Why, I'm the original tambourine man, boy. I do all of Bob's arranging. I just got back from Malibu where the times they are a-changing." Lucky Jim, what a sight to see. The yodel you a tune to help you get to where you wanna be. Oh, it's true. Gets you smiling and it picks you up. You can drop in a quarter in the old tin cup. Lucky Jim, he's guaranteed to please the world. Jim's a preacher and a politician, all wrapped up in one. Swears on the truth of the Bible and he lies like a son of a gun. You ask him a serious question, he'll give you a serious grin. Pull your leg until it's right out straight and send you hopping down the road again. Now here's this fancy lady in a limousine, and the traffic's backed up in a jam. She hears Jim bawling out a bluegrass song. She says, "Gracious, that poor man." She gets out of the car and walks him over a dollar bill, saying, "Sir, this is to lay away." Jim taps her on the rear. He says, "Thank you, dear, but I'm all tied up today." Our Lucky Jim, what a sight to see. Yodel you a tune to help you get to where you want to be. You know it's true. Gets you smiling and then it picks you up. You can drop in a quarter in the old tin cup. Lucky Jim, who's guaranteed to please the world. Makes a laughing stock out of the brokers, blasphemers out of the priests, virgins out of the college girls, and junkies out of the police. You know it gets folks laughing at themselves, feeling kinda good. They're feeling lucky as a Lucky Jim would like to if he could. So if you want a little local color and you don't mind a little pain, you want to learn how it is riding a caboose at the end of the human train, you take yourself down to that corner where this rumpled little man sings for pennies for his supper with a guitar in his hand. Our Lucky Jim, what a sight to see. Yodel you a tune to help you get to where you want to be. You know it's true. Gets you smiling and it picks you up. You can drop in a quarter in the old tin cup. Lucky Jim is guaranteed to please. been for sure. I feel it in the shoes my daddy wore. The people down the track now, they know that it's a fact that the train is coming around that bend for sure. The train is coming around that bend for sure. Just listen to the whistle in the wind. I feel it in my bones, I'm gone again. Oh, the people down the track, well, they got their reasons packed. You just listen to the whistle in the wind. Just listen to the whistle in the wind. Sometimes I wished I didn't have to go. Sometimes I look at you and I feel so low. Oh, the people down the track, well, it hurts them to look back. You know, sometimes I wished I didn't have to go. Sometimes I wished I didn't have to go. Well, I heard somebody say, I wished I knew that song. Somebody said it can't take very long. Oh, the people down the track now, they're all dressed up in black. Somebody said, I wished I knew that song. Somebody said, I wished I knew that song. Coming around that bend for sure. I feel it in the shoes my daddy wore. Oh, the people down the track now, they got their reason packed. Oh, the train is coming around that bend for sure. Oh, the train is coming around that bend for sure. That's Mike Rogers on harmonica. Those are a couple of tunes off our CD called Rough Cuts, and Mike and I were able to scrape up a couple of million, and we brought them along with us. We got under the bed. Here's a song about stone walls. We have, I noticed, driving around the countryside looking for Edwin Arlington Robinson's house, I ran into a few stone walls, snowbanks as well. There was a sign out there that said free snow. I don't know if you... So here we are, another wonderful winter land, and it's great to be here. Here's a song about the stone walls of Maine and New England. It's called Before You Go. Stonewall stands beside the road, divides the land of coast to coast. But here's a gap to make it through. Come take my hand, it's getting cold. The sifting snow falls on the spruce, on ash and oak and darkness too. There's not another soul in sight to see us here. It's just me and you. The winter trees are black and white. the buried leaves, the silent night. But there's an engine that's humming low back up the hill, just out of sight. The woods are deep, burning in snow. The lake is freezing down below. Come a little way before you go, just a little way before you go. Are deep, burning in snow. The lake is freezing down below. Take a little time before you go, just a little time before you go. Down in Biddeford Pool, a very gracious man next door gave me his little skiff to go out fishing in, and this is a song about it. It's called The Guy Next Door. I never had no father batting flies for me to catch. I never had no brother batting me in a boxing match. Just this guy who lived next door, he had no son or daughter. He fixed up the skiff in his backyard and he put me out on the water. Roll that boat, boy, pull them oars, don't go getting stranded. In this life you gotta pull your own, you gotta handle what you handle. Well, I rode out to Camel's Hump like I was on a mission. Climbed up on that granite rump just to check out my position. Tide came in and the skiff took off and a wave jumped up and flipped her. A boat come by with the guy next door, said, boy, you're sure some skipper. Roll that boat, boy, pull them oars, now don't go getting stranded. In this life you gotta pull your own, you gotta handle what you handle. A reef runs out off Fletcher's neck, it was roaring like a twister. I rode through that boiling mess just to earn my rowing blisters. I lost the pail can, I lost the bait with the water pouring in, I panicked. A boat come by with the guy next door, said, boy, you got a little Titanic there. Roll that boat, boy, pull them oars, now don't go getting stranded. In this life you gotta pull your own, you gotta handle what you handle. Drifting easy off East Point, I was jigging for some mackerel. I didn't see that gull swoop in, I let him go a cackle. Well, I got hit and then I tripped and overboard I tumbled. A boat come by with the guy next door, said, boy, wrong side of the gunnel. Say my gratitude. He was putting around his backyard, working on the Evan room. So here's the plug now, and here's the point. This is the carburetor, but you can't rely on my engine, son, 'cause it'll die just as soon as later. He took me to his working shed. He said, I won't be sorry. He pulled a tarp off a pile of wood, and there's a handmade dory. Well, I can't be always looking out to see if you're a goner. The dory will roll through the roughest sea and you'll float just a little longer. Roll that boat, boy, pull them oars, now don't go getting stranded. In this life you gotta pull your own, you gotta handle Some kids pick out boxing from their brothers Tuck and Jab. Me, I grew up rowing out that dory on the water. The guy next door ain't around no more, but I still hear him giving orders. Row that boat, boy, pull them oars now, don't go getting stranded. In this life you gotta pull your own, you gotta handle what you're handling. Row that boat, boy, pull them oars now, don't go getting stranded. Handle what you're handling.
Thank you very much. Big hand for John Perrault and Mike Rogers. I really hate cutting this short like it is, but I want to remind you folks at home and you folks in the audience too that John Perrault has quite a few CDs, and information for contacting him will appear at the end of this show. So please do keep that in mind. John, you got one more song for us?
We do.
That'd be lovely. Why don't you throw it in?
Yeah.
Big hand for him. Thank you.
This is a song called Piscataqua, and we recorded it a long time ago with Ellie Mae Shufro playing violin on it. We'd like to do it for you tonight. Piscataqua is an Abnaki word meaning the dividing place of waters. The Piscataqua River divides New Hampshire from Maine, and somehow the Abnakis knew that New Hampshire was down there and Maine was up here. 2, 3. Stand and listen quietly and don't make any sound. Let the blades of grass please your feet, let the wind blow all around. Keep your back turned to the roadside, keep your eyes up off the ground. Be mindful of the river and forget about the town. Oh, the grass is green and the river is blue and the sky's a hazy pink. Drop down beside the water's edge and maybe take a drink. And listen for the evening bird and lay a while and think. Be mindful of the river and the pebbles as they sink. And dream about your yesterdays and slumber for a while. Remember all the good there was when you was just a child. And smell the grass you're laying on and close your eyes and smile. Be mindful of the river and forget about the miles. Time rolls along and the sun's gone down, the night has settled in. Look down across the river bank and then on up again. Let a tear slip from your eye and roll down off your chin. Be mindful of the river and the dying of a friend. Stand and listen quietly and don't make any sound. Let the blades of grass please your feet, let the wind blow all around. Keep your back turned to the roadside, keep your eyes up off the ground. Be mindful of the river and forget about the town. Thank you. Bev Rogers. Mike Rogers, thank you very much.
Welcome back to the second half of our show, live from Johnson Hall. I want to thank Air European Auto Sales and Restoration for sponsoring the show tonight. Without them, we're nothing, so thank you, Air Auto. Please give a hand for them. And a big hand for Trillium. Take it away, ladies.
Oh, my soul, I'm bound for to rest in the arms of the angel Gabriel. And I'll climb up the hill and look to the west. I'll be crossing over Jordan to the land. And I'll sit me down in my old armchair, people. I will not be tired, and though Satan may speak, I will take my ease as I warm myself up by the fire. And I'll shout, and I'll dance, and I'll rise up early in the morning. I will rise and rub my sleepy eyes when old Gabriel comes blowing on his horn. Oh, my soul, I'm bound for to rest. I will rest just as sure as I am born. And I'll sing like a blackbird sitting on its nest when old Gabriel comes blowing on his horn. And I'll throw my clothes upon the shore, new garments I will have to wear, and I'll have brand new shoes and never get the blues. And the angels will come and curl my hair. And I'll shout, and I'll dance, and I'll rise up early in the morning. I will rise and rub my sleepy eyes when old Gabriel comes blowing on his horn. Time for me to leave. I will pack up my bandbox and go. Goodbye, old friends, it's no time for to grieve, for I'm moving up to glory very slow. And I'll eat my meals 3 times a day, you bet your life. I will not be late, and I'll have lots of fun when all you people come, 'cause I'm gonna take the tickets at the gate. And I'll shout, and I'll dance, and I'll rise up early in the morning. I will rise and rub my sleepy eyes when old Gabriel comes blowing on his horn. Oh, my soul, I'm bound for to rest in the arms of the angel Gabriel. And I'll climb up the hill and look to the west. I'll be crossing over Jordan to the land. And I'll sit me down in my old armchair, people. I will not be tired, and though Satan may speak, I will take my ease as I warm myself up by the fire. And I'll shout, and I'll dance, and I'll rise up early in the morning. I will rise and rub my sleepy eyes when old Gabriel comes blowing on his horn. And I'll shout, and I'll dance, and I'll rise up early in the morning. I will rise and rub my sleepy eyes when old Gabriel comes blowing on his horn. And I'll shout, and I'll dance, and I'll rise up early in the morning. I will rise and rub my sleepy eyes when old Gabriel comes blowing on his horn. When old Gabriel comes blowing on his horn.
Do a number here from the Boswell sisters. old classic. Take me back to old Yazoo, where everything up there is new. I can't stand it, just must land it, going back to old Yazoo. Everything you do, people got their eyes on you. It's compelling, hear me yelling, going back to old Yazoo. If you don't like beans and rice, get your rice and beans. If you don't like greens and ham, well then get your hams and greens. Lordy, lordy, how long will I have to wait, standing at the station gate? I'm broken hearted, gotta get started, going back to oh yeah, zoo blue blue bye bye. Zoo-doo-ba-doo-ba-ba, yazoo, 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 ra-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-doo-yaza, ba-doo-yaza, yazoo, 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 ra-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-doo-yaza, ba-doo-yaza. I'm going to Yazoo, that's where I belong. Everything I say or do seems to be all wrong. Ooh, whoa, ooh, whoa. Ooh, whoa, ooh, ooh, whoa, 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 take me back to old Yazoo. Take me back to old Yazoo. Ooh. I wonder, do you have a guitar? Yeah. I just busted a string. Ah, but luckily.
Luckily, the next song is an a cappella. The forces are with us. We'll do a song now that is from the island of PEI, or Prince Edward Island, I should say. It was collected by Sandy Ives, who ran the Folklore Center up at Orono for years and years. And he said that this song, there's no other song quite like it. There's no other variations or no other songs that he's found that are anywhere like this song. So he thinks that it's actually quite old, from maybe 400 years ago. It's called Dull Care. Why should we at our lot complain or grieve at our distress? Some think if they could riches gain, 'twould be true happiness. But alas, how vain is all their strife! Life's cares it will not allay.
And while we're here with our friends so dear, we'll drive dull care away. Away, 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 away. We will drive dull care away. And while we're here with our friends so dear, we'll drive dull care away.
Why should the rich despise the poor? Why should the poor repine? When we will all in a few short years in equal friendship join. We're all to blame, we're all the same. We are all made of one clay.
And while we're here with our friends so dear, we'll drive dull care away. Away, 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 away. We will drive dull care away. And while we're here with our friends so dear, we'll drive dull care away.
I could ever find. To conquer fear or temper strife is a contented mind. With this in store we have much more than all else life can convey. And while we're here with our friends so dear, we'll drive dull care away. Away, 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 away. We will drive dull care away. And while we're here with our friends so dear, we'll drive dull care away. So let us make the best of life, not render it a curse, but take it as you would a spouse, for better or for worse. Like that its best is but a jest, or like a dreary winter's day. And while we're here with our friends so dear, we'll drive dull care away. Away, 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 away. We will drive dull care away. And while we're here with our friends so dear, we'll drive dull care away. Away, 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 away. We will drive dull care away. And while we're here with our friends so dear, we'll drive dull care away.
Martin for his guitar. George, sing number again.
We'll do a song for you now that I wrote. We are all three of us avid gardeners, and although it's been a wonderful snowy winter, it is also just about time for it to be over. And can't wait to get into the dirt. Up in the morning and we hardly can wait to get out in the flower garden. Got to contemplate where to put our new posies, when to divide the old. Over here I need more color, over there it's much too bold. Oh, we got dirty fingernails, grubby knees, up to our elbows as we top dress peonies. And now we're planting dahlia tubers, morning glory seeds, putting up our trellis, planning trips to the nursery. Let's get some aconitum and some echinacea too, a pot of digitalis, and we're about to find something new. Oh, we got dirty fingernails, grubby knees, up to our elbows as we top dress peonies. Oh, we got dirty fingernails, grubby knees, up to our
honeybees hum melodies, and orange trees scent the breeze. I wanna be a home sweet homer. There I'll settle down beneath the palm in someone's arms in Pasadena town to see my
Hope there'll be some transportation waiting for me at the station. Pasadena town, always wanna be a rover. Now it's time to think. I wanna settle down, I wanna settle down.
where honeybees
Busy little bumblebees,
hum melodies
syncopated melodies,
and orange
and the trees are swaying while the birds stop and singing in the
I
parade.
wanna
Be
be
a happy home sweet home, and never wanna be a
sweet
rover. In Pasadena town, never wanna worry how the city's busy. All
Settle
when the sun goes down.
beneath the palms in someone's
Fascinating, captivating, T-O-W-N town.
to see my home on my merry way to that dreamland of yesterday. Tell the mailman I long where the grass is green, like California to be, where honeybees hum melody, and orange trees they scent the breeze. Memory, I wanna settle down in this happy home sweet where the mountains there are around. Then people there can settle down. I'd at my door and beneath the palm in someone's arms, somebody's arms in Pasadena T-O-W-N town to see my home on the merry way to that dreamland of yesterday. Tell the mailman I long to stay like California where honeybees hum melodies and orange trees they scent the breeze. I wanna sit down in this happy home sweet where the mountains there are around. Every word that I said has been sound. I like my T-O-W-N town.
Yeah. You ladies sound beautiful. You sound really great. Trillium. Very nice. Huh? Thanks very much. I think they're doing a great job. We want to thank Air European Auto Sales and Restoration one more time for sponsoring tonight's show. If you have a business at home and you think you'd like to get your name spread all over the town, please contact 582-7144 down here at Johnson Hall. These ladies have done a beautiful job, and they've actually got a little bit of time. So if you got another song you want to do for us, that'd be great. If you got two, throw them in there, okay? All right? Let's have another hand for John Perrault for doing such a beautiful job earlier. Thanks very much. My name is Martin Swinger, and I'm real happy to be here. You guys should be here too. You folks on TV, come down here on Friday nights and join us live at Johnson Hall. Let's have a hand for Trillium. Here's some more music.
Each a candle, each a flame. Love grows like a bramble and the rose. Around each other we will twine. So put your loving arms around me, and we'll sing a true love song, and we'll learn to sing together, laugh and sing the whole night long. See how the bramble and the rose intertwine. Love grows like a bramble and the rose. Around each other we will twine. See how the bramble and the rose intertwine. Love grows like a bramble and the rose. Around each other we will twine. Around each other we will twine. Around each other we will twine.
Well, this has been a lot of fun. We'd like to take it out with a little medley of tunes from the Shetland Islands.